Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm your boy Charles Gregory.
And I'm Madim Touch.
And you're watching
Talk the Talk.
I'd like to welcome everyone back to another episode of Talk the Talk, where if you can walk the walk, we will definitely talk the talk. And I'm your host, Charles Gregory, with my beautiful co-host.
Hello, good evening, everyone. It's your girl, Touch.
What's up? So what's good?
Hey!
Yeah.
So, what's the news? Give me the scoop.
Give me a scoop. I'll give you some good news. How about some good news?
Okay.
Who would you say is the smartest person that you can ever think of in history or something like that?
One of them scientists from way back in the day.
I would say Einstein.
Einstein, there we go.
Right. How about it may be a young man, right?
Okay.
A young man, only 11 years old, but they said he scored, here you go, joined Mensa after scoring higher than Stephen Hawking, Bill Gates, and Albert Einstein on an IQ test.
Wow.
11-year-old boy, his name is Mensa.
Wow.
How about that?
That's impressive.
That's
11,
That's big.
higher than Einstein and Bill Gates.
And Bill Gates. I mean, you would think, like, wow, really? Like, this guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I saw something, and that's a young little black boy, isn't it?
Black boy.
Hey, shout out.
Hey, shout out. You look, they said that they found Ramar. I'm trying to say his name. Ramarni Wilfred started showing signs of genius as a toddler when his favorite book was the encyclopedia.
Oh man, well there you have it.
Crazy, right?
That's a sign. That's a sign.
Smart boy, very smart boy.
Good, that's good news. That's good news.
Especially during these times where all you hear about, you know,
maybe it'll make us think we all dumb and won't be doing nothing. And look,
we're
going to jail. So that's good news. We need to spread the news.
No doubt. So let's take this out. We'll just keep it at some good news.
Okay. All right. Look, I like good news.
We're going to keep it at the good news today.
Okay.
We're going to keep it at good news. Take this out, baby.
All right. Well, look. Don't turn the channel. Okay. We got a lot going on today. We got some also really good news. Miss Pat came by. Miss Pat.
Oh, yeah, Miss Pat was cool.
Miss Pat.
I like Miss
Okay.
Pat.
She's going to share her book with us. Of course, we got love and relationships. And we're going to sprinkle a couple of things in there for you guys. Don't turn the channel. Let's talk the talk. Coming up next on Talk the Talk.
Okay. Well, the emotion setting, every emotion that you can think of and going through this terrible disease and the treatments.
Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for more Talk the Talk.
Thanks for staying tuned in, y'all. This is Talk the Talk, where you can walk the walk, we will definitely talk the talk. And I'm your host, Charles Gregory, and my beautiful co-host.
Hey, good evening, world. It's your girl, Touch.
Did you know what you was going to say there? That's
Had to have drama in there.
the drama. She loves the drama, as you know. So do we, because this is Talk the Talk. But let's get into the good drama. I like the good. This is the good drama. The good drama are my favorite segments of the show, right? That's the interviews. You know, Madim Touch got her boring, you know, love and relationship.
His blood is not healthy.
Whatever. But you know we love the interviews. And we're here with someone with whom I have a tremendous amount of respect for. Why do I have a tremendous amount of respect for her? Because not only is she fashionable, she's over there fashionable, but she's also an artiste. An artiste. I call her Miss Pat, and she's, you know, here to talk about a lot of things. She just did an exhibit with all of her work and it was pretty successful. In addition to her book, and all of the story and the illustrations was by her, Miss Patricia Randolph of the Starry and Starlit. Is that correct?
That's correct.
She said that's correct. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to the world. Miss Patricia, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for having me,
It's
Mr.
an
Gregory.
pleasure.
Thank you, Madim Touch.
No problem.
Thank you for having me.
Fantastic.
All right, so you, like Charles talked about, you won some awards for some of your artwork, and you have a book, and so we always like to start at the beginning.
Yes.
How did this all start about? And we had an opportunity to talk about it off stage, but tell our viewers, because this is pretty powerful.
Yes.
I was stricken with breast cancer in the year 2000, diagnosed, and started my treatment in 2001. I went through 5 months of chemotherapy and 6 weeks of radiation. People say you're in remission. I say it's gone.
I know. Hey.
Hello.
It'll be 14 years this January.
Oh, fantastic.
Nice.
Congratulations. Yes.
And I had a slew of great doctors, great nurses over at Einstein Cancer Center.
Okay.
And they took very good care of me.
So then, you talked a lot about how this motive, you going through, and we talk about therapy, right? Talk to us about how your art and your therapy made love together.
Okay. Well, the emotion set in. Every emotion that you can think of and going through this terrible disease and the treatments, you go through emotions. She's talking about bipolar. I was bipolar. And in doing so, I developed a passion. The desire turned into a passion.
Okay.
And I'm painting. I mean, I'm just constantly painting all the time. The more I paint, the more I want to paint.
It's kind of like a coping piece for you.
It's definitely a coping piece for me. It allowed me to go inside and get that coping mechanism started, and it's therapy.
And you know what? And I think that's an excellent transition to your book, actually. Starry and Starlit, Clowns on a Mission. And just to read the introduction, it says, Starry and Starlit, the clowns are twin siblings on a mission to help their peers learn to use their coping skills. Exactly. So let's jump right into Starry and Starlit, Clowns on a Mission, and how they're coping within this book. And in the context, I think it's just a dynamic book. So I'm really interested in how you decided to come up with this amazing book. Well,
as I stated before, I painted the clowns. And I felt so strongly when I painted the clowns. I felt I was given this idea for a reason.
Okay.
And the clowns will connect with children. Connecting the clowns with the children, along with a strong message. Our children are not taught to use their coping skill.
Right. True.
Yep.
You know, we go to our babies, to our toddlers, to our preschoolers, and they're cutesy, and we give them attention, and everything they do is fantastic. My book is marketed towards the 6 to 12-year-olds when they get in first grade. They're sort of like a forgotten group of kids, to where, you know, you were cute for the first 5 years. Now
you know better.
Now you know better. And then when you become a teenager, you get a little more attention because you didn't get the attention between 6 to 12, and you may be going off to the left or the right, you know, whatever. So I wanted to grab the kids' attention with the clowns and also give them the message that you have something within you to help you deal with the everyday challenges of life.
Fantastic. And I think that's important. In myself working with kids in that age bracket, it is something about allowing them or assisting them in coping and how they reinforce those coping skills and how to self-regulate so they don't, act out, so to speak. So that's a great perspective to address with reference to how you tried to, or you didn't even try. I think you hit it right on the mark, and your illustrations and the storyline in creating this book. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So how can people find your book? Where do they go?
My book,
Starry and Star. Am I saying it right?
Starry and Starlet, Clowns on a Mission. www.clownsonamission.com.
Fantastic.
You can go directly to their website.
Wow.
You can purchase from their website. I would also like to add to that, because it is a children's book and I believe that it was given to me as a gift. I feel the need to give back. Starry and Starlet, Clowns on a Mission is being used as a fundraiser.
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
So a portion of all proceeds from any book or any product that is sold, because we do have the Starry and Starlet t-shirts also.
Okay.
Any product that's sold from Starry and Starlet, Clowns on a Mission, a portion of the proceeds do go to charity.
I know that's right. We love charity.
Yes.
We love being on the front line. This is what
important.
we do.
And then your artwork, it's posted. Let's not forget, because you do still paint.
I still
Where
paint.
can people find and see some of your work?
My artwork is on exhibit at the Garden Pier in Atlantic City on the boardwalk.
Fantastic.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing your gift. To give to us, to give to our viewers.
Thank you.
I really appreciate what you're doing. And you give so much inspiration to people who think, oh, because I got cancer, oh, I'm about to die, oh, I'm gonna die, my life is over. And look, there are survivors, more people are surviving, and there are ways to deal with the survival steps.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no, thank you.
All right, guys, so look, that was deep.
Yeah.
I want you to breathe, smile,
And cope.
and cope.
Make sure you cope.
And then we will be right back after this break. Let's talk the talk, y'all.
Coming up next on Talk the Talk.
As a woman, when you meet someone, you could tell. I'm sure men do too, but as a woman
You just
speaking,
know.
it's that intuition. You could meet someone for the first time and in 5 minutes know that's the person.
Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for more Talk the Talk.
Sing it again. Girl, I remember when we fell in love. It was nothing in this world to keep us apart. Oh, nah, nah, oh, nah. And I always hope that one day that you live where I live, be the mother of my kids. You know what it is. Oh, nah, nah, oh, nah. Oh, nah, 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 nah. You got what I want and everything I need. I know you know that I love you. I'll do anything for you. With you is exactly where I need to be. No doubt about it, girl, it's true. My mama always told me to find something worth dying for. Live for it. One love that I adore. I live for it. Only live for it. Find something worth dying for and live for it. I wanna love you more and more. I live for it. I live for you. I live for you. I live for you. Only live for you, little mama. I live for you. I live for you. Girl, I remember all the moments we made love. From the night till dying. You love me back to life. Whoa. You got what I want.
So you have everything I need, everything I want.
I know you know that I love you. I'll do anything for you. With you is exactly where I need to be.
Everywhere I need to
No doubt about it, girl, it's true. My mama always told me to find something worth dying for and live for it. One love that I adore, I live for it. Find something worth dying for and live for it. I wanna love you more and more.
Thanks for staying tuned in to another episode of Talk the Talk, where if you walk the walk, we will definitely talk the talk. And I'm your host, Charles Gregory, and over here is my beautiful co-host.
Hey world, it's your girl Touch in the house.
And we're here with someone with whom I have a tremendous amount of respect for. Actually wrote a fantastic book, right?
Thank
Who
you.
doesn't like, the other half, right? Who doesn't like the other part of, the good stuff? I'll let her talk a little bit about that. But we have the author by Miss Lynn Carr, author of Shouldn't Dating Be Easy?
It should.
Yes. One day, 4 years ago, I turned around at a bar and I said to a guy, why is dating so difficult? Why is it so hard to meet someone? And that's where it all started.
Fantastic. So let's jump right into it, because I heard that you interviewed a lot of people.
Over
for this.
4,000 men.
First of all,
I did not date them. I did not
now you know that was my point. I was about to go right
How did
into
you
that.
interview?
Yeah, how did you get that exclusive?
I am not a female Will Chamberlain. No, I did not date 4,000 men. I literally interviewed. And I got in my head that I wanted to write this book.
Okay.
Wherever I went. Supermarket, home improvement store, pizza place, gas station, bar, club, restaurant. I brought a little notebook and I'd turn around and I would ask these questions. What should a woman do, and what should she not do, and what lines should she say, and how should she act, and how would a woman approach you? And I just started asking questions. And should you sleep with a woman on the first day, and what do you think of a woman that sleeps with you on the first day?
Oh, wow.
That was my number one question.
Some deep questions.
I didn't know you. I wouldn't.
Did nobody ask you?
I'm just saying.
No, but you know what? I think that's really cool, because this is different. So, like, you're not like this relationship guru,
No, I am
expert
not.
kind of person.
No, I'm not.
You are simply writing. You did a poll.
I wrote a survey.
Yeah, a
I
survey.
basically did a survey of 4,000 men.
Exactly.
From 21 to 90, all races, all religions, all ethnic backgrounds. And I just put all the information together and put it in the book. The only things that are my words and my inspiration are the introduction and conclusion.
Okay.
All the chapters in the middle are what the guys told me.
Awesome. And you know what I love about the book is the easy read. It's not like,
Thank you.
daunting. Like I always say, like I'm not a big book reader, but like I can read that book easily on the train, on the whatever, waiting, eating lunch. And I think it's really interesting because we all want to ask 4,000 men all those questions you ask, but we
don't want to hear those 4,000 questions that y'all have for us men.
God.
I'm just saying.
So let's just go. I want to talk about a couple chapters that you have. Okay. So Charles is a fashion stylist, and one of the things you talk about is how to dress.
Yes. I asked a group of men that were in their 30s, and they all said to me, and they agreed that a woman should dress age appropriate, place appropriate, and season appropriate.
Great.
And definitely
So
season
I said,
appropriate.
what do you mean by that? Whenever someone answered me, I'd say, well, what do you mean by that? And they said that they were in a bar in Philly in the winter, in January, and a woman, a middle-aged woman, was wearing a halter top, short shorts, and flip-flops.
Oh, good.
Was not.
Can we get rid of the flip-flop? That's the first thing. God.
It would have been fine if she was in Atlantic City walking on the boardwalk, but not in a bar on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
In LA on the beach?
In the winter time.
Right. So that was a no-no. Most of the men would tell me just generally what they think a woman should wear. One gentleman said to me, I think a woman should wear a long sleeve white shirt, black skirt, black stockings, and red high heel shoes. He was so specific.
Right.
That's like his
That
picture.
sounds like something he have in his head.
That's his fantasy world. So I wrote that in the book.
Okay, so the other chapter you have, okay, this one hits, oh my God, pickup lines.
Yes.
What to say?
First of all, The men have told me that I was surprised that women have all the power.
They do.
Wow.
The men don't have the power. It's the women that have the power.
Yes.
And as soon as the women realize that you can get any man you want, and they said all you have to do is smile and say hello.
Hey, that's it.
Or if you go to a restaurant and you're with your girlfriends and you see a cute guy or a cute group of guys, you can go up to the guys and say, I have never been here before. What do you recommend that we get to eat?
All of them will jump up or buy what you want. I'm trying to.
But you know what? That
That's a good line.
It is, and it's classy. It's not, throwing yourself. Just, hey, what's, because, you can tell me, I might get the information, and then once you tell me, I might not want to talk to you anymore. So it's a good out.
Okay.
Oh, all women have to do is flirt a little bit, and y'all get whatever y'all want.
It's very easy. All a woman has to do is if she sees a guy that she's attracted to, just look over his way and smile.
That's it.
Or, this is very important, if you are with a group of girlfriends, and a guy has said to me, if you are out with 4 or 5 girlfriends, you're sitting at a bar or you're sitting at a table, it is like a wagon train that he cannot infiltrate.
Absolutely.
So you get up from the table, you get up from your girlfriends, and you walk to the ladies' room the long way.
The long way.
Let yourself be by yourself, away from the girls for a while.
Okay.
So that if a guy wants to approach you, he does not have to feel intimidated in front of his friends.
See, and that's the thing. And gentlemen, just real quick tip: if you're funny and you can have all those ladies laughing, that's when you zoom into the girl that you want. Don't try to get her first. Make everybody else laugh, and then just get closer to her. What type of drinks you like? Then do your LL moment. You already know.
Y'all taking love relationships. We talked about that on Love Relationships Talk. We talked to people on the street, and we was like, looks and humor. Which one? Humor goes a long way.
Yes.
Long way. So you were saying like this book isn't it.
Well, it started out being, I was going to call it Flirting 101. And then I turned around and thought, shouldn't dating be easier? And then when I interviewed couples, I said, well, how do you meet? And it turned out that couples that were married 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, how did you meet? So they met at work, through friends, and by chance. And the largest chapter in my book is how people met by chance. And I feel it was like a divine intervention.
Yeah.
And I really do believe the person that you were meant to meet in your life, you were meant to meet.
Interesting. And I want to just jump in there real quick because we had a gentleman by the name of Dr. David Pulley. And he's a love doctor, love coach, so to speak, and he talks about soulmates.
Yes.
So I'm interested in knowing your position on soulmates because what you said, kind of like the intervention is kind of like they're there, so they were meant for you. So what's your piece? What's your take on soulmates?
I really do believe when you're as a woman, when you meet someone, you could tell. I'm sure men do too, but as a woman,
you just know.
It's that intuition. You could meet someone for the first time and in 5 minutes know that's the person. And I've had guys say that to me, that they knew after talking to a woman for 5 minutes, that's the woman they're going to marry. So I really do believe that you have a soulmate, but I believe you have more than one.
Right.
So let's say I want to go get the book.
Okay.
Where do we find the book?
If you want to find out more information about dating and singles events and all the things I'm going to be doing, my website is shouldn'tdatingbeeasier.com. All lowercase letters, no capitals, no question mark or anything.
Okay.
I'm also, I've been called a relationship expert.
Okay.
And I have a Gmail account at shouldn'tdatingbeeasier@gmail.com.
Okay.
Of which you can write me and ask me about dating advice. I'm also going to be running, and I'm starting to run at Manny Young Brewery singles events.
So awesome. Well, thank you so much for
so
coming
much
by.
for having me.
Awesome book. Thank you so much. Hey guys, don't turn the channel. Make sure you go. You can go to the website, but you gotta stay tuned to Talk the Talk. We'll be right back. Thank you for staying tuned in to Talk the Talk. I'm your girl, Madim Touch. My boy Charles Gregory over there holding us down. Awesome love relationships topic today, Charles. You're gonna like this one, okay? Because we always talk about. I'm telling you, it's not boring. It's good. We're always talking about dating. Online dating. Okay, this is a big new thing now. You got Christian Mingle, all kinds of stuff going on. Okay, is that taboo or should we be open to this whole online dating thing? My man Tony, we sent him out in the streets. We like Tony. And he went and he talked to the people, and they had some interesting viewpoints on this whole online dating thing.
I'm sure they did.
All right, so Tony, what you got for us?
What up, everybody? I'm Tony with Talk the Talk, and I can certainly walk the walk. The question today is online dating. Do you prefer looking for your boo on the .com, or would you rather meet them organically? We wanted to know what the people had to say about it. What do you think about online dating? Is it taboo or not? Should it be taboo?
I don't think it's taboo. I think that my friends who have tried online dating have had lots of problems with it.
You know, what was so bad about that?
Pornographic pictures being sent.
Online dating, do you think it's okay? Do you not think it's okay?
I don't think it's okay because it's dangerous. There's a lot of catfishers out there.
What's catfishing?
Catfishing is like when you put up a false identity of yourself and try to get into a relationship with somebody, and they end up in a relationship with you, and for the longest time they don't know like who you really are, like false identity.
I think it's okay. I don't know anybody who's had good success with it. I think that you can put yourself out there in a way that
it's not true.
Yeah. So then people get this false idea about you.
Yeah.
So, some people, more people than I thought actually had experience with it or knew somebody who was doing online dating thing. But I mean, me personally, like, I think it's scary.
Yeah.
I think it's scary. But I realize we're in a different times now.
Age is a different time. Everyone is connected.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is part of the matrix.
Mm-hmm. But when you talk about being an adult and trying to meet new people, you can only meet people what work.
Yeah.
You know, if you're involved with an extracurricular activity at that thing. So how do you meet new people? It's like online is like the way to go now. Yeah. Bars, that's like nobody want people in bars.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with it. I think, to be quite honest, I think that's the way to go because you're opening yourself out to a bigger pool. But, you get connected online.
Okay.
Got a profile on everything.
Yeah.
At the very least, you can find some maybe habits that's kind of like, oh, this is kind of anal, or this is kind of like suspect. Maybe I want to push back from that. But at the very least, you're getting to know them.
Well, good. See, that was a good topic. Good love relationship topic. Look, don't turn the channel, guys. Don't turn. It's Talk the Talk, y'all. Stay tuned. Whew. Yeah. That was deep.
Very deep, very deep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Miss Pat is so inspirational. What she's doing is so powerful. I don't know if we had anybody come on our show and talk about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, kind of coping mechanisms. I think that went really deep. I like that episode. Yeah. How about her cancer?
Survivor.
Yeah.
And look, if you want to learn more about today's show and Talk the Talk, check us out. WeTalkPhilly.com. Facebook /WeTalkPhilly, YouTube /WeTalkPhilly, Instagram. Hey, we on the gram, do it for the gram. Hey, we everywhere, and we got the podcast.
Better tune in. Pull out your phone, any Android device, or even on your iPhone users. That's right. If you got iTunes, just download us on iTunes. Podcast, listen. Stitcher and Beyond Pod. Make sure you get us.
Yes. Until next time, every Monday night, 9:30 p.m. Comcast 966-666, Verizon 2930. And we'll see y'all next week. Talk the Talk, y'all.